Ugin should clean this up. We go to 9 here. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling pretty good. They can Song of Totentaz for 4 cards. They don't have a... They're at 6 already. I can just kill them with playing Dragonstorm and picking it up with Core. Yeah, their mana base has been really painful for them. Let's see what's on top. Land, Disruptive Stormbrood. I think I want to keep the land, but I think I'm going to bin the Stormbrood just to turn on Collect Evidence. Am I going to take my Ugin? Yeah, nice. Okay, well, we get to do this back to them. I mean, I guess I take a Bloodletter here. Their Intimidation Tactics is basically dead. Welcome everyone, Sean here. Got a revisit of Green-Black Annex, with the main innovation today being Corroding Dragonstorm. I will put a link to my last video on Green-Black Annex that I did. My conclusion at the end of that video was just Mutable Explorer seemed like the main reason we were in green, and it just didn't feel all that great. I do think now the main reason that we're in green is for Disruptive Stormbrood. Card feels good. I love having Disenchants in the main deck, in control decks in this format. Very, very important. But the Annex package means we're playing Core, we're playing the Mutable Explorer as the Changelings. And so my main criticism of that deck was that it didn't feel consistent enough. There is a lot of air in the deck. We're playing 7 ramp spells on top of 26 lands, I believe. 7, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 25 lands. So 25 lands on 7 ramp spells. And then there's just a lot of air in the deck. I've played Mazemind Tome in iterations of Green-Black Annex before. The Orzhov version of Annex is always playing Mazemind Tome. But somebody on the last video suggested Corroding Dragonstorm. I think I responded to the comment and I was like, yeah, that makes sense. You could try it out. It plays a similar role to Mazemind Tome. Never really tried it out until recently, and started with 2 in the main deck, played 1 game with it, and it felt amazing. Upped it to 3, and I could see going even higher. At the end of that last video, I said Disruptive Stormbrood felt really good, so I'm up to 4 of those, and then it just goes really well with Corroding Dragonstorm. The rest of the deck didn't really change that much. I have said in videos in the past that Urgent Necropsy is the best reason to be green-black in the format. I really think that you need to play purposeful ways to fill the yard for Urgent Necropsy. Like, this deck just doesn't do it. So I don't even think I would recommend starting with it in the main deck and just get a second The End in there. You don't need 4 The Ends in the deck, so I don't know what your last card here would be. I'll figure it out. But yeah, the Urgent Necropsies are not... There were multiple times we played 4 matches, went 2-2, and there were multiple times when Urgent Necropsy just did not have the evidence that it needed, or... Yeah, I mean, that's the main hit against it. There were some times where it just didn't have good targets, but, that just can be said about any piece of removal, really. But yeah, I like green-black for getting to play all the utility lands. I've spoken to Annex and Core. It just feels sweet to win with that. The making your opponents lose to does come up sometimes with Corroding Dragonstorm. Mostly you're playing it to gain life and then surveil and then pick it up. Playing Dragonstorm on 2 and then playing Core on 3 and picking it up feels great. So yeah, I think we're moving in the right direction with this deck with Corroding Dragonstorm. And then if the green-black colors do want to lean more into the life gain in the next set, I already made a video earlier in the week about the Esper Origins kind of Ice Till package alongside the new Infused cards, but I think Corroding Dragonstorm and Annex are also reasonable in that package. Unfortunately, Annex doesn't turn on the Infest that turns into a Wrath when you gain life, but Corroding Dragonstorm does, and it's pretty easy to pick it up with this deck, so... I will say that when I was tinkering with this deck before recording, the thought crossed my mind. I'll tease this one. I don't know if I'm gonna actually, if this is gonna go anywhere, but the thought did cross my mind to just like shove the Annex package, Annex Core package together with Ice Till Explorer and Esper Origins. I was like, if Corroding Dragonstorm is good for being a 2-mana Surveil gain 2, then Esper Origins basically does that, and Ice Till Explorer just gets us more lands, which is just good in a mana-hungry deck. The Annex Core package are permanents, which you can get with Esper Origins, so... And then I played one game with this deck, and, like, flashback in Esper Origins, drew a card with it, and realized that there's like no other creatures in the deck, so its third mode is pretty bad. But the first 2 modes of Esper Origins are still pretty good. This deck is mostly untested though, but it's essentially the same core, just with Esper Origins instead of Corroding Dragonstorm, and then a little less removal for the Ice Tills. And Ice Till does allow you to more reliably have Urgent Necropsy, so there's something to be said about that. But that's that deck. This is the deck that I just recorded 4 matches with. Felt sweet. Would love to hear what you think about it. And if you find the content valuable at all, please consider liking, commenting, or subscribing, or all of the above, to help grow the channel and please the algorithm gods. So... yeah, this is for sure the last video I'm going to record before the new set drops, so I will see you on the other side of Strixhaven. I'm excited for it. Yeah, peace and chicken grease. Laters. Does Bossing say is going to be tapped as well? I think I have to mulligan this. If I had 3 lands and 2 ramp spells, I think I would consider keeping. But I think I need to mulligan this. Yeah, this seems better. Been very impressed with Dragonstorm in the few games I got in before recording. I was skeptical at first, but it's done what it needs to do in terms of just smoothing the deck. They're playing black with Fabled Passage, so they might be an Ice Tiller deck, in which case this Deadly Cover-Up might be good, but only if we can extract something, and we don't have anything in the yard right now. I think we need to bottom that. But we can keep the core. Core picking up Dragonstorm is sweet. Goblins. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Might have wanted to keep that Deadly Cover-Up. But that's okay. I don't think I can get punished for doing this now. Owl Squad Heavy. So if I draw a land, I can day and clean up both. If I don't draw a land, then I can omen the Stormbrood on the heavy, but then I'll regret having not hexed the hexing Squelcher. Let's just do it this way. Okay. Rise of Sozin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I feel like just wrathing them into oblivion is going to be good. So if they play a 4-drop here, I can day with the land on top. And then if they like vomit out their hand with a cover-up, what is this? You may reveal a Golem card. Target opponent reveals X cards. Okay. I mean, that card is very good. This costs 3, right? Yeah. So I have to discard my Stormbrood now? I don't really want them to make me discard this, so I think I'm just going to run it out. I have lots of good draws in the deck. Like, the thing I like most about Dragonstorm is that it makes the air in the deck like live draws when we get into situations like this. Because normally situations like this are super scary. Picked up 3 cards. Jeez. Okay, I guess I'm taking Grub. Natora, Storied Matriarch. Champion of the Weird. Exile target creature. Okay, with Sozin you need to like look at their deck first. Because once you click 4 cards, then it automatically ends your search. Can give them haste, destroy target artifact or creature. 4 month. Okay. So they're like partially like draft chaff. But they've got a lot of like the key rares. Okay. Respect. So they're gonna be able to kill my... I think I need to bottom this. Yeah, we gotta dig for something that's gonna be a little more relevant. So they're gonna get to... Can they do this as an instant? No, they can only do it as a sorcery. Okay. I mean, we might be in some trouble here. Because they're gonna get to kill our Sozin. And then we can't block the champion. gonna blight? Well, now our second cottage, like, blocks their stuff. That Grub's command, drawing them 3 cards, was really sweet. Sure, I kind of am priced into doing this. What does this do? Okay, nice. Deals 1 damage each opponent. Can they just kill me here? They might be able to. They can deal... Okay. Nice. Okay. Goblin Draft Chaff. So they have that enchantment, but they didn't like the black enchantment. So Necropsy seems like it's gonna be good. This is 2 cards. Yeah, the end is... It's probably fine. How many other card... Warlock, can't target that. Warlock, Scout, Mercenary, Sorcerer, Berserker. So they have a fair amount of Warlocks, so Shoot the Sheriff. It's like mediocre. Let's just trim a Mutable Explorer and call it good. Yeah. Grub's command, like killing our Furdok core and drawing them 3 cards, was super sweet for them. Okay. We're gonna keep this. Let's see if we can survive to Ugin. This is just like last game. Uh-oh. Don't want to draw double Ugin when we're stuck on lands. Enters or transforms, return up to 1. That's not good. That is not good at all. And then when it transforms, you can blight when you attack to create a tapped attacking token. That's a copy of the blighted creature. We are probably in some trouble. Yep. So if they play Howl Squad heavy, so I have to show them 3 cards. That's really good. Okay. They got us. That's embarrassing. But, Nice deck. The name of a user. True statement. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, that was a good draw. Let's see if maybe if we draw a hex here or something. Okay. Nope. They're just moving in. This hired claw just doming us. Yep, just a casual 12 damage from a single hired claw. Feels good. Can't even target it with shoot the sheriff. Do I want to deadly cover up this? I think I kind of feel like I have to. But if they're white-red, like, they have so many go-wide cards. I could just play Ritual Chamber. But then if they have a Get Lost, then I'm in a super bad spot. I think I just have to cover up. Hope their follow-up is not an outlaw. Okay, I'm at 5. So if I play the Annex, I can go to 7. This can deal 3 and put me to 4, but then I have Shoot the Sheriff to cover the Bivouac. I can play Ugin next turn. Call a Surprise Witness is an interesting card choice. What implications does that have for what else they might play? Like, usually you see that card in, like, Oculus. But there's no way that they're playing Oculus. Okay. Ugin should clean this up. We go to 9 here. Yeah, okay. I'm feeling pretty good. They can Song of Totentaz for 4 cards. They don't have a War Leader's Fury in play, though. Alright. It was a weird draw from them. They had one they had one creature. I don't know how much I love Ghost Vacuum just for seeing Call a Surprise Witness, but maybe Strategic Betrayal is gonna be good. Like, we saw they played 3 cards. The end is probably a little slow. I guess they might bring in Chandra. They're probably playing Warrior's Fury, so I'm going to bring in Urgent Necropsy. I don't know if I need Heritage Reclamation as well. I don't think so. Although, yeah. I think I'm okay cutting Cruel Claw's Heist. Day of the Black Sun should definitely come in. Trim a Mutable Explorer. I feel like this is like my go-to to just like trim the Mutable Explorers. It could be wrong to have that as an instinct, but War Leader's Fury. I don't think there's other enchantments that I'm worried about. Maybe I'll bring in one Reclamation over Dragonstorm. Like Reclamation cycles, worst case, right? If it cycles, I guess we should just bring in two. Yeah. Trim the Dragonstorms. I don't know, like the life might matter. Let's trim a Mutable Explorer. I mean, I guess we have the Stormbrood and Urgent Necropsy to cover the War Leader's Fury, but it does just seem like the crux of their deck, assuming that's even what they're playing. Like, Call a Surprise Witness might mean that they're doing something wonky. Razorkin Needlehead. I'll take the one. Mage, Bane, Lizard, and Hired Claw. Okay, well. Shock Go. Interesting. Are they gonna double helix me here? Voice of Victory. Okay. Nice. Let's gain some life. That was a pretty good draw. Annex. I guess I should have played the core. Don't think I want to keep this Ugin. Okay. Drawing that Hex makes me feel very good. I guess if they had Boros Charm, they would have just killed me. Let's just... They're at 9. They've shocked themselves 4 times. They go to 1. We pick up the Dragonstorm. I mean, they would die to the end of turn trigger, but it's sweeter killing them with the Dragonstorm. Sweet. Okay. I mean, they kind of had a non-draw in game 1. But Call a Surprise Witness, like... I mean, I guess they play like a ton of sweet utility 2-drops, so maybe they just like plan on them dying and they want to be able to get them back. I don't know. Definitely a non-standard list. ND Cottage. I don't know. Okay. This curve of Dragonstorm into core feels sweet. Like smooth out the draw. Is it discard? They're probably playing Storm Chaser's talent, so this Necropsy is going to be good eventually. I don't think I want the Tome, though. They could also be Lessons. Oh, okay, they're this deck. They're Grixis. Okay, well, I'm glad I kept that Urgent Necropsy, because Urgent Necropsy is one of our best cards against them. Don't have any fuel for it yet, but let's see if we can survive that long. Okay, that's not a Flamewake Phoenix, so this is a fast draw from them, but not the fastest possible. Oh, they are just moving in. Okay. Are they playing like Spell Pierce? That would be quite a... Okay. So we can either Necropsy... No, we can't Necropsy. If they had countered my core, then I could have Necropsied this coming turn. But I'm probably just going to cover up the Mako here. Winter Night Stories. So I'm taking 7, probably. Okay. Just hex that. I don't hate hexing that. I'd much rather hex it than cover up it. Let's get some fuel going. I want both of these cards, but I also want cards to fuel my Urgent Necropsy. Yeah, I guess that would have been the case to cast Cover Up to just like turn on Necropsy. But yeah, I could be wrong to keep them, but let's just do it this way. I have 1 evidence in my graveyard. I can kill their Bloodthorn Flail. Quantum Riddler. And then they get to flashback Winter Night Stories. That's pretty good. Discarding Casey Jones. Interesting. I guess it's a creature and they needed to kill a creature. They probably have a Hex. They definitely play Hex and or Bitter Triumph, so I think just like running out the demon here is not the best, so I just want to start padding my life total, drawing cards. Yep. if they kill this, then I'll have plenty of evidence to collect for Necropsy. I'm at 16. Iron Shield Elf is a huge pain for my, like, Wrath tribal hand here. Is he able to... They can't just discard a card to flail in order to turn on Quantum Riddler. Why not attack first if they're gonna do that? And then they just play the Riddler after combat. Like, they know that Hex is eventually gonna have a target with my Ritual Chamber in play. Is there anything I want to collect evidence? Maybe Casey Jones? Or Riddler? So they are playing Flamelake Phoenix, 3 Monuments, 2 Casey Jones, 4 Kulba Roods, Moonshadow Hex. Okay, 1 Bitter Triumph. So they're just splashing for Quantum Riddler and probably sideboard cards. They're at 6 already. I can just kill them with playing Dragonstorm and picking it up with Core. Yeah, their mana base has been really painful for them. I mean, I guess they only shocked themselves at most twice. What else has dealt them damage? I guess this is my 3rd time playing Dragonstorm, so that's 6. And then Annex has been in play for 2 turns now. This is going to be the 3rd turn, so that's another 6, 7, 8. So that's 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So they shocked twice. 6 from Dragonstorm, 6 from Annex. Well, it's going to be 8 from Dragonstorm, but... Necropsy is such a weird card. Like, it's one of our best cards in this matchup, but we ended up not even playing it, and it was just super awkward. Both time, or like, with our surveil decisions. Like, it might have been right to just surveil the Brood into the graveyard, and then that turns on Necropsy, instead of keeping the Brood to kill 1 enchantment or artifact. Then Necropsy will just clean it up. Are they just disconnecting out of spite? Okay. We'll keep the Dragonstorm. Sweet. Alright, Day is good, Necropsy is good, Reclamation is good. They're not playing Bloodghast, they're playing Flaming Phoenix. What's not good? I have too many good cards against them, what do I do? This is a Warrior, this is a Pirate, he's a Berserker. I lost my sideboard there for a minute. Let's get the Heists out. The end is probably not good against them. Like, hitting Flaming Phoenix is sweet, but I don't think there's many other targets for it. Stormbrood, like the 5-1 version, is like they have a lot of targets for it, with Veil and Monument, or Flail and Monument, and Poolbrood. So I'm pretty sure I keep that in. Rise of Sozin might just be the slowest one that we want to cut. Ugin answers Flail, it doesn't answer Monument, but it answers Poolbrood. So maybe we just do this. I could see an argument being made for like bringing in Duress, because I guess I'm on draw, so I can't catch Flail, but I can catch Monument and I can catch Poolbrood. But I don't think I want more than anything else, so I'm trying not to like cut the Dragonstorms and the Mutable Explorers just every time. Oh, are they just disconnecting? They were. Showing some signs, yeah, okay. Alright. 1-2-1 so far. I think that wasn't really a match. We'll do one more. Gomonti. Goemonti? Ooh. This is not a very good hand. But we have interaction, we have utility lands, we have a lot of good draws. I'm going to try it. We'll see. If we draw more lands, we're probably going to get punished. This is one of those hands where, like, if I had a Dragonstorm, then it would just... Oh, man. If I had a Dragonstorm, then this hand would be insanely good. Mono black? Nice. Yeah, okay. We're just drawing all of our lands. Oh, we knew that this could happen. Dead. We just dead. They can omen this. We go to 16, and then we go to 8, and then we go to 4. Okay. Well, we kept a risky one, knowing if we drew more lands, we would just die to getting flooded. So we have to assume that they're playing an Annex deck. Is Slasher? What creature type is Slasher? No, it's not going to show me. I think it's a Berserker. I don't think that it's an Outlaw. Didn't see... They're probably playing Bat, but not very many other targets for Hex, so I'm fine leaning on the 2 casting cost removal. Trim some of our air. And then we can trim... We need to trim 4 more cards. Rise of Sozin and 1 Dragonstorm. No, I think I want Dragonstorm. I think I'd rather cut, like, Shoot the Sheriff. Oh. We didn't see much from their deck. Hand Disruption and Slasher. Oh, nice. They whiffed. Let's see what's on top. Land, Disruptive Stormbrood. I think I want to keep the land, but I think I'm going to bin the Stormbrood just to turn on Collect Evidence. Are they going to take my Ugin? Yeah, nice. Okay, well, we get to do this back to them. I mean, I guess I take a Bloodletter here. Their Intimidation tactics is basically dead. Yeah, Necropsy can kill both Bloodletter and Demon Wall if they go for it. Okay, well now Necropsy can kill both of these if they go for it. Artifact. Enchantment. Don't have an answer to this Ugin, so we might be in some trouble there. Okay, well, let's see if they draw their 7th land. Alright, we got him. I think I'm gonna change anything. Like Duress can hit their Annex and their Cool Claws heists, I guess. I don't think I want it more than I want anything else, though. Maybe more than I want Shoot the Sheriff. No, Shoot the Sheriff kills Bloodletter. And Slasher. Right? It's a zombie assassin. Are assassins outlaws? Assassins are outlaws. Maybe I don't want Shoot the Sheriff. I am on the draw. So maybe we trim one Dragonstorm for a second Duress. Yeah, we'll try this. Who is the better Annex deck? I mean, I feel like they're more of a slasher Bloodletter deck. They're as much a slasher Bloodletter deck as they are an Annex deck. We might run into the same problem with Urgent Necropsy just not having fuel here, but I'm gonna try it. Demon Wall. Maybe. No, like, these don't even go to the graveyard. This was probably a bad keep. Slasher, yep. They get to take my the end. That's unfortunate. Well, now they get my Ugin. Okay. This costs... That was a good draw. We're not looking good here, though, with them holding our the end up, and they have Realm of Co to grind us out. Yeah. We gotta draw Annex. Okay, there's our Annex. I think we just play the... Oh, I'm fine with them ending the demon token. Okay. Playing their own Annex. And a Bloodletter. So I go to 10, but now I get to... Maybe I want to cover up. And then they can make the demon token. But then this is going to have a casting cost of 8. Am I going to have 8 in the bin? I'm going to have 7 in the bin. I guess I could have just... No, I needed to get the Bloodletter off the table. Duress. Do I want to extract anything? I guess I'll extract their Bloodletters or their Annexes. It's gotta be Annex. No, I have so many answers to... I guess I have answers to both. Bloodletter is probably scarier. I mean, they have enough mana to play a fully unlocked Annex, so it's probably Annex. I'm just gonna lose to Realm of Ko, though. Rush of Dread. Cruel Claws Heist. Oh, come on. What do I need? I need a Burdock Core. Okay. Thank you. My deck heard me. Do I want to heist then? Try and nab something? Okay. Demon Walls and... Because then they get to extract all of them. I think I sided out my explorers too. I mean, if I go to 3, then I go to 5. I have to do something. I either have to Necropsy or let's make them the end this. Like, luckily we have the Demon Wall to just not die to our own Annex. Man. I think when they heisted us, we, like, drew the end off the top, too. That's so sick that it's just been, like, wrecking us this game. Them holding that the whole time. They, like, duressed us the turn before we could land our Ugin. So we go to 2 here. think that just kills us. Oh no, they can't activate Realm of Ko now. So... Oh no, I am just dead. They have 4 tokens. And I go to 4, and I can't block any of them. Yeah. Man, Realm of Ko just grinded us out. That was a good game. I feel like, yeah, they drew the duress the turn before we could play the Ugin. We ripped the end off the top when they heisted us. Yeah. Yeah, that was a fun match. Okay. Well, we're gonna call it there. I think the Dragonstorms were nice. I definitely prefer them to Maze Mind Tome in this version, where we can actually play, excuse me, more dragons than just the core. I still don't love Mutable Explorer. I think it's fine in the main deck, but I was trimming it a lot. Urgent Necropsy, I have such a love-hate relationship with that card. Like, it's so good when you get to like nail 2 or more things. But yeah. We also kept a really bad hand in that game 3. Without definitely should have been a mulligan for sure. But anyway, Necropsy, unfortunately, like, outside of surveilling cards to our graveyard, like, we don't have a ton of ways to turn it on by turn 4. Like, this doesn't go to our graveyard. None of our ramp spells immediately go to our graveyard, so Necropsy might just not be worth playing. Like, we already have a lot of disenchant effects covered, so that might just be a mistake. But I think I like what the deck is doing. Yeah, I didn't change much other than adding Corroding Dragonstorm and a couple more Storm Broods. That card did super overperform in the last video I made with this deck. But I think there's something promising here. The Dragonstorm making the ramp spells feel less like air in the mid to late game. I like it. Cool. That's gonna be it for now. Thanks for stopping by. Let me know what you think about the deck, and appreciate you being here. Peace and chicken grease. Next time.